Fuck this shit, I'm going straight for they top. Money train Glock North, can't be stopped. Yeah, Atlanta bitch tryna give me that mop. Sloppy, top, yeah.
Yo gang, it's your boy Nathan back again, another banger. Today we're going to be ranking Young Thug and Gunna's collaborations. This is a tier list. I pretty much copied the NFR layout because I'm not really familiar with any layout, to be fair. This is my first time doing a video like this, so I thought it was only right to do it with Thug and Gunna. I haven't really seen anybody else even do a video like this based on these two particular artists, so why not be the first? Gunna and Thug obviously have some amazing collaborations, some legendary collaborations in the cabinet, and it's very unfortunate that we're not going to be receiving any more collaborations from this duo moving forward. I'm not even too sure if we're going to receive many Thug collaborations with other artists, the way that like the industry are leaking his voice calls from jail, and it's kind of like they want Thug out of the game for whatever reason, even though for me Thug's like top 2 trap of all time. But with no further ado, we're obviously going to get started. There are some songs here that probably like 2, 3, 4 that I probably haven't heard, but I'll keep it real and just put it in the section at the bottom, have not heard. But for the most part, I'm aware and familiar with majority of their songs and their collaborations. But to begin with, we'll do it like this. We'll start off with a Thug album, then move on to Gunna, and then do a feature. So let's look for a Thug project down here. I'm gonna start off with we're gonna go with, let me think. Where should I start? Love You More from Punk. Punk's a severely underrated project. This is a good song from Punk. For me personally, it didn't really have much skips. I don't know why like fans didn't really gravitate towards that project, but Love You More is much better than Mid. It could actually class as great if I'm keeping it honest, but because they got so many, top tier collaborations, I'll leave it in the good section. I'm not really mad at that at all. I'm wondering now, I won't need to zoom in. Next track, we'll go for a Gunna project. We'll go Far from Gunna. For me, there's probably better songs that deserve to be placed in the great section, so I'm happy to leave it in the good section. I think that makes a lot of sense. Definitely makes a lot of sense. We'll move on to a feature now. Where's the first feature that's caught my eyes? There one on the top row, Unicorn Perk from The Wizard. The Wizard is a unbelievable album from Future, one of his most slept on albums. Fire from top to bottom. Really love it. Like I have that on repeat. I got that on canvas, not on my wall at the moment, but I got that somewhere in my wardrobe. For me, that's great. We could even argue that it's amazing, but I'm gonna go great. Definitely better than good. Back to Thug, we'll go to what project we thinking to move to now. Obviously, the YSO Slime Language project definitely counts as like both of them, so we can either use that for Thug or Gunna. We'll go with Floyd Mayweather from Jeffrey. What a track. And I don't want anyone kind of arguing with me based on this decision. I think Floyd Mayweather easily deserves to be in the perfect column. What an amazing track. Thug and Gunna just done such a sick job on that track. They also had Travis and Gucci Mane. That was kind of like my introduction to Gunna. When I originally heard the track, those times I was into music, but I wasn't really looking at who's featured like that. So I heard it and I didn't even know who Gunna was. I was thinking, yo, who's this guy going in? Only to find out a few years it'd be one of my favorite artists that I listen to now. So yeah, that definitely belongs in the perfect section. First song to arrive in that perfect section. Moving on, we're back to Gunna. We're going to a Gunna project. One Watch from Gunna. I just one watch. I'm gonna go good. Like some may argue that it's great, but I'm gonna go good just because I know that they've got even more heat. Yeah. So we done Thug, done Gunna. Back to a feature. Let's go to Lesbian from Not All Heroes Wear Capes. Metro Boomin obviously produced this project. It's a classic trap album. Not in my opinion. I think the majority of us would agree that Not All Heroes Wear Capes is a fantastic project and a classic to say the least. I'm gonna put that in the perfect section. You could say it. I'm gonna go amazing because I think maybe we might alter it as we go along, but I don't know. I feel like that's a toss up between perfect and amazing, but right now I'm happy to leave it in amazing. Moving forward, back to Thug, we're gonna go with what project should we go? She bumped her head from Slime. What was that? What's that album even called? Slime and the. I know it's just Fargo and Chris Brown. That album was again another one that's kind of like low key and not really talked about too much. She bumped her head. Gunna sort of elevated on that track. Like for those that haven't listened to that, he went into space. One of Gunna's best features. Overall good song as well. Fargo and Chris Brown held their weight as well on that one. But for me, Gunna definitely like was the main sort of thing to talk about or take away from that track. I'm gonna go good. I'm happy to put that in good. Back to Ghana. We're gonna go with. Do you know what? Let's get it out of the way. Let's get some of these perfect ones out of the way. Like I know when you've got something in a perfect section, you may think, oh, if you've got too much in a perfect section, you'd be thinking like, why have you got so many things in that section? Like not that many things can be perfect. But honestly, when these two artists have linked up in the past, like they've dropped a lot of perfect songs. Dollars on My Head from Warner. I don't think anyone could argue with me that it's not perfect. So yeah, that definitely belongs in a perfect section. Moving on, we're gonna go back to a feature, and I'm gonna go with Chocolate from Only Built for Infinity Links. This is a project that consisted of Quavo and Takeoff, RIP to Takeoff. This is another track where even Fogger's flow on this was brazy, but I mean Ghana, like you know those times as well, like when he's on the codeine, like bro was elevating at many times. So I'm gonna go amazing. This is a feature I bang on about quite a lot. So yeah, we have to put that in the amazing section. Let's maybe speed up a little bit just to get through this a little bit quicker. We're gonna go on to back to Fog. What song should we pick? What song should we pick? What song should we pick? Obviously, Fargo obviously features on more of Gunna's projects than the other way around, but I'm gonna go with. Remember, we can pick Slime Language as well. I'm gonna go with Take It to Trial. One of my favorite tracks from Slime Language 2. Slime Language 2 is a fantastic project. I'm gonna go. I'm tempted to put it in great, but let me keep it real. I'm gonna put it in good. I'm gonna keep it in good. But look at like the section so far. Like we haven't even really put anything in mid or bad. I don't think anything will actually end up in the bad section. I just think some will probably end up in have not heard. So Verify, I have not heard. Are there any other ones that I haven't heard? So we can just get them off the pinned images. Caught Me a Foreign. I've heard that. Don't Play With That from Drip or Drown 1. I've heard this, but I haven't heard it many times. I can't recall how it sounds, so I'm happy to move that to that have not heard section. Hold Up with Young Bands. This is a good feature. Alright, do you know what? Forget the order that we was going in. Let's just move them to where they belong. Hold Up with Young Bands. That's mid. Yeah, it's mid. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. I don't think they have any bad collaborations. My Jeans from Drip Harder. That's a Ghana and Lil Baby project. Obviously, this one featured Fargo. I'm gonna go good still. Like again, Drip Hard is another project that I know that when it did come out, I think people probably expected a bit more just because I think both of them were definitely in their prime at the time or entering their prime at the time that it come out, and it maybe is a little bit underwhelming. But My Jeans was a banger from that project, and there's a lot of bangers on that project. We're gonna go to Ghana album now. Let's go Three-Headed Snake. I don't think this is up for debate. This is another perfect collaboration for me. Shout out to Weezy on the production. Absolutely cooked on that one. Those boys are floating throughout the whole song. Perfect song. I also heard that Fugga and Ghana actually done a trade-off. So Ghana gave Fug Hot, and then Young Fug gave Ghana Three-Headed Snake. No, Ghana gave... Well, basically they made a trade-off. Obviously it sounds like Hot is a Ghana song. You know, Ghana's rapping for the biggest proportion of that track. But he ended up giving that to Fug, and then Fug gave Three-Headed Snake for Drip or Drown 2. So yeah, we'll move on. Where should we go next? We go War from the Mustard Project. I've heard this. This is alright. You could argue that it's good, but I'm gonna go mid just because of the standards when we kind of discuss it in these two artists and when they all come together and work. So yeah, I'm happy to put that in mid. Paranoia. This is from the Shoot for the Stars, Aim for the Moon project. RIP Pop Smoke. That's a good collaboration for sure. Yeah, that's a good collaboration. That's got to go in a good section. No arguments there at all. Next, we're going to go For a Nut. This is from Future's I Never Liked You. Arguably the worst song on that album. Can't lie. Arguably the worst song. Maybe we're only going to have one track that ends up in a bad section. And that's not even because of Fug and Gunna. I think Future must have just been off a beam on that one. Like, I don't think bro was really there when he made that song in the studio or whatever. We're gonna go to DS4. We haven't touched a DS4 track as of yet. Mop. This is one of my favorite songs from DS4. DS4 kind of made me like a huge Gunna fan. I mean, I've rocked with his music before, but I just like the sort of vibes that he approached this album with in particular. For me, it's a tricky one. Like, I know I have this debate with my friends. A lot of them be saying like it's not that good, it's mid. But nah, forget that. Production on that one's insane, and you can kind of hear how Gunna's missing that type of production nowadays when you listen to his music. So nah, for me that song means a lot for me personally. So I'm gonna put that there. We're gonna go. Where should we go next? We'll do Young Thug. Hot remix. This got Travis Scott on there. Travis Scott came and just done his thing. The original one's a classic as it was, but when you add Young Thug to the Travis Scott to the edition, like it can only get better. That just made it turn to from a 10 out of 10 song to 11 out of 10 song. Next we're gonna go Quarantine Clean, which is that's a single from Turbo, which featured Thug and Gunna. This was a very great song that came out in quarantine, of course, but it's in the title. But I literally remember it coming out during quarantine. I would put in great. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is a great track. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's better than good. I think there's a huge vibe when you actually come across this song and listen to this one. Next track, we're gonna go Money Train. A lot of people love this, but I'm gonna go mid. Can't lie. Maybe some people may argue that it's a good song, but I'm gonna go mid just because of the standards. Once again, King Kong, one of my favorite collaborations from the pair. I genuinely believe this is perfect, and I do believe Drip Season 3 is a perfect project as well. Moving on, we're gonna go on to. I'm gonna go with Pushing P. Pushing P is a good song, but it's even better. Let's be real, like for when it came out, what it represented, what it done for both artists at the time. I'm gonna go great. I don't care how repetitive or how many people did stupid dances to it or TikTok videos. Like for me, it's a great song for sure. Emergency, I remember this from the Saw soundtrack because I remember actually going to watch this film in the cinemas. I'm gonna go mid. I can't really recall how it sounds if I'm keeping it honest, but I remember from the first time I listened to it, it didn't really catch my attention in comparison to what they've given us in the past. Hopefully, like YouTube don't have an issue with all of these ads because I don't really know how to get rid of these. But next, we're gonna go. Let's just get some more perfect songs out of the way. Oh, okay, is perfect. That's not up for debate. Strawberry Pills from Eternal Take 2, one of my favorite Uzi projects. I think it's a decent track. Like that's maybe me being biased. So I'm gonna go good. Can't lie, I really enjoy it. That's an album that I listen to quite a lot. Tomorrow Till Infinity. You could argue that that's a great track from Beautiful Fargo Girls. Definitely revisit that track or revisit that album if you can't really remember how it sounds, but I like that track a lot. Next, we're gonna go Ski, Young Thug, Gunna. Just those two from Slam Language 2. Ski's an amazing track. Almost heading towards perfect, but Ski's definitely an amazing track. Solid. This one's featuring Drake. Again, I think this is great as well. I'm not gonna go amazing. It could again have it could be up there for debate whether it deserves to be an amazing, but we'll keep it there. Next, we're gonna go. Bro, what is all of this stuff coming up on the side of my screen? Like bro, let me just create my tier list. Like, I don't know what this is trying to do to my computer. Next track, Fall Through. I haven't heard that. Can't lie. Maybe once I finish this video, I'll be done and we'll actually listen to some of the ones that I haven't heard. Big Slimes. Is it that one? I'm gonna go mid just because. Again, the standard. When you're talking about these two artists here, the standard, you got to raise the standards for some of your favorite artists. Explosion from Slam Language 2. That's a good track. I ain't gonna lie. Slam the Door. That's a good track. Paid the Fine. That's with Baby. I think that's a good. Is that great? Nah. We'll go good. Maybe I'm stretching it, being a bit too cheeky. Slatty. I mean, it means we go mid. I love the way Fargo like takes risks with his voice on songs. Recognize Real. These collaborations from Punk, they had a few ones that are quite good. Let's go and Show My Wrist, because Show My Wrist is actually very good. That belongs in good. What track is this? Secure the Vibes. Oh, Secure the Vibes is a good track from Drip Season 2. I remember that one. Cut Me a Foreign. That's an... Yeah, Cut Me a Foreign. I'm gonna go mid. Like, a lot of people probably think it's good, but I'll go mid just to make sure everything's equal and we're not taking advantage of certain columns or sections. Dirty Shoes. That's another one from Slime Language 1. I can't recall how it sounds. I've got to keep it real. Can't really remember that. And Slime Language 1 is the album that I rock with, but I can't remember that one. Chains and... What's that called? Chains and... What is that called? No, I can't remember. I can't lie. I can't remember how that one sounds. I'm not even going to sit here and lie to you guys. Diamonds from So Much Fun. Diamonds. I mean, I'm going to go mid for that one. That was quite repetitive from Fargo, but still a little vibe. You know, those guys always pick great beats to just have fun and be creative over. What's this? Oh, Chanel Go Get It. Ooh, Chanel Go Get It. For me, I ain't gonna lie, it's a great song. I'm glad that we still are able to put some songs in the great, amazing, and perfect section, even with like having 4 songs left just before that. Recognize Real. From what I remember, the 2 Punk tracks, those 2 Punk tracks definitely belong in good. I know that Gunna and Fug definitely didn't miss. Maybe it should be in good, but I'll go mid for this one. No. I'm going good. There was no mid collaborations from Punk that involved Young Thug and Gunna. Let me just remind myself. Scolosis from Slime Language 1. I remember that. I wasn't really a fan of that, can't lie. We go mid, and then lastly, to top this one off, Surf from So Much Fun. I genuinely believe that deserves to be in perfect. Maybe that's me being biased. Maybe someone may argue with me and saying, bro, you're capping, but nah, I'm gonna go perfect for that one. And that right there is the Young Thug and Gunna tier list. Let me know how you guys feel about my rankings. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to comment down below. If you want to see more of this sort of content moving forward, definitely hit the subscribe button. And yeah, really enjoyed doing this video. This is a duo that I really love, and it makes me sad, but I can't lie that we're not going to get more music from them. But oh well. Listen, there's a new era, there's a new journey for everyone moving forward, so it is what it is. But hopefully they can rekindle their relationship and get back in the booth together and cook up some bangers, because sometimes the beef's not worth it, man. Money is much more important. So yeah, that is about it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like on this video. It's your boy Nathan, I'm out. Yeah.